In 1937, 4 years into Nazi rule in Germany, Chief of German police Heinrich Himmler lamented the challenges of surveilling so many enemies of the state. What does it mean, putting a man under surveillance? For that, I need at least 3 officials per day. There are 24 hours in a day. These 3 officials need 2 cars, because if the fellow is at all clever, he'll leap from one streetcar to another. So it can't be done without 5 officials. This line of thinking was his core argument for maintaining and expanding the German concentration camp system. Himmler wanted to keep people seen as threats to the public safety in concentration camps indefinitely. In the same talk, he gave a careful explanation about how the camps are not cruel or sadistic, despite what outsiders were saying, but were instead havens of restraint, cleanliness, and discipline. In Trump's second administration, though he does not yet have actual dictatorial power, Trump is skipping through the first few years of Nazi rule in terms of what his administration is pushing its agencies to do. They're currently expanding the use of abusive tactics that have been allowed to fester in the U.S. for decades, but which now face little or no restraint on when and how they can be applied. The administration is also looking to expand a vast network of law enforcement loyal to Trump, empowered to kidnap in broad daylight without warrants or identification, and to have the ability to take those they detain and ship them overseas to untraceable destinations for unknown treatment, while building detention camps at home on a massive basis for those targeted by the government.
How many more facilities like this do you feel that the country needs in order to enact your agenda of mass deportations?
Well, I think we'd like to see them in many states, really, many states. This one, I know Ron's doing a second one, at least a second one, and probably a couple of more.
This is basically Germany in the 1930s, in the mid-1930s, to be clear, in terms of what the ruling party wants and is actively working on.
And, you know, at some point, they might morph into a system where you're going to keep it for a long time.
But, as I've said before, we still have so much power to act in public, and we still have the lower courts on the side of democracy, and it's not yet clear what role the army would be willing to take moving in any large way against American civilians. These things matter hugely, and they put us on a different path for the moment than Berlin in 1937.